So I saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in theaters with my mom this past Sunday. And I was really excited for this movie. I loved the previous Apes trilogy. I thought this movie was fantastic. And what I really loved about this movie is that I think they did a great job of telling a new story while setting up a really interesting new direction for this franchise to go in. Like I'm hoping this movie does well enough to get a sequel. And I really love the new characters. Like the character Noah, who's a main new character in this movie, I thought was a very compelling, interesting character. Like it's a great revenge story. At the same time, I love the fact it's a coming age story with his character too, where you see him learning about kind of like the learning about like what the world was like back then with Caesar, apes, and the humans, how maybe they worked together at a certain point in time, and how learning about who Caesar is, what his legacy is, because he has this other ape, this companion that goes with him, who was an elder who knew about who talked to him, told him about like he tells him about Caesar's time and what Caesar meant, his legacy, and how they were to keep to what Caesar's rules were, which were never harm apes, don't harm other apes, and he was all about kind of peace Caesar, and I just loved it. I love this movie, how this movie also does a great job of kind of like really going into Caesar's legacy and how what he's thought of since this takes place a couple generations later. And I love seeing how the world looks kind of now in this. Like it definitely looks more like a jungle in this movie at this point. I loved all the other characters. I love the human character in this, and I can see the human girl in this, and one that traveled with Noah and this other ape, this big red ape that goes with Noah, the elder that showed tells him about Caesar and his legacy. I can see the human girl in this human character that we because we have Gary Oldman in this movie later on, but we have a human girl who kind of comes with Noah and him kind of deciding whether to trust humans or not. I can see her character like some people having mixed feelings for her, but I love her character because I love how this movie does a great job of showing that everybody has a point of view that I understand in this movie. Like you have this human girl who doesn't talk at first. And I love how they did this. You think she's silent at first, and then later on you find that she was taught by her mom to be silent so she doesn't get in danger. So I love that little detail. You see her make some choices in this movie where you kind of go like, should I like that character or not? But I love how her character was very conflicted. Like you didn't know what side she could be on. And I think this also to me shows like why shows kind of like the flaws of of a human being and how human and apes would never live together. So I really loved I can't remember the name of the actress, but I think she does a great job, and I really loved her character and this human character because I think this definitely shows more of the flaw and how dangerous humans are in this. So I thought she was fantastic in this. Like, sorry, I'm drawing a blank on her name. Like, I can't remember the name of the actress, but the girl who plays the main human girl in this, she was great in this. I thought the villain was great in this too. Like, he's not in the movie at the beginning. You meet the villain later on, but I understand his point of view too about like getting this vault open to get these weapons to learn more, to fight back against the humans. And I love that because I think he's a great villain in this movie, even though he's not in the movie for the first chunk of it. Like, I felt like he just did a great job being imitating and understanding his point of view. And this movie just does a great job, like I said, of setting up new stuff for the future, for where this franchise could go. And I love the scene between Noah and the girl human, where she has a gun behind her back. Because there's a scene early in the movie where he's like Noah is telling him not to open the vault because no, it's not the no, excuse me, to not blow up the bridge because then the water will flow in, and she's not sure if he's still gonna be mad at her at the end of the movie. So she has a gun kind of on her back just in case, and he asks her a question like, do you think humans and apes will ever be able to live together? And she says, I don't know. And the movie, like I said, the movie ends in a way too where you're like, oh man, they could. I think the next movie you could really go some interesting, fresh new directions with this franchise. So I'm really hoping to get another movie. But I thought the characters were fantastic. I felt invested in all the characters. I love the fact that you have all these different points of views in this movie. That you have these characters that are kind of like bad and good, like the human girl. I mean, there's a scene where she actually. I'm gonna spoil some stuff, so if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch the movie any further. But she kills Gary Oldman's character in one scene when he sees sees her, Noah, and Noah's two friends, who I also love. There's these two other apes when you see his clan at the beginning that gets destroyed by the apes that look for the villain. And he has like these two friend apes, this girl ape that he likes, and this one guy ape that they're both friends of his. And you really, like I said, it's a revenge story too, so you really feel invested in those characters too. But when Gary Oldman shows up, he sees Ho and the three apes about to blow up the biz. She kills him, and you see kind of know have a look like, because obviously one of Caesar's rules with the apes was never never kill each other. So I love how like I said, this I felt like what this movie did a great job is just giving everybody points of views and the very conflicted points of views about which side these characters are on. So I thought Noah was a fantastic character, and like it's just this movie did such a great job of giving you new characters that you can fall in love with. That you like after this movie, I was like, yeah, I want to see more adventures with Noah and his clan. And I love the little fact that they showed him again his clan and his father was like an eagle master and they like like eagles like to steal eggs and train eagles. I think it is like I thought that was really interesting and cool too. So overall, I think Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is a fantastic movie. Definitely one of my favorite movies of the year. I definitely recommend go see it in theaters. So that's my review on Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Until next time, movie fans.